According to Iranian claims, a dramatic and highly significant strike targeted what is described as a core component of Israel's air defense network, with Iranian sources asserting that the attack resulted in the destruction of an Iron Dome system. The development has rapidly drawn global attention, as such systems are widely regarded as central to Israel's defensive architecture. According to Iranian claims circulating through regional media channels, the strike was carefully planned and executed with the objective of overwhelming a specific defensive node. Iranian statements emphasize that the target was not symbolic, but operational, focused on disabling a system actively responsible for intercepting incoming threats. As per sources monitoring developments in the region, the reported target area was associated with one of the deployed Iron Dome batteries, a system designed to intercept short-range rockets and aerial projectiles. These systems are typically positioned to protect populated areas and strategic locations, making them a key layer in Israel's broader air defense network. The reported destruction of such a system, if confirmed, would represent a notable incident, given the role Iron Dome plays in intercepting incoming threats. Before we break down what is being reported about the strike, the destruction described by Iranian claims, and what this could mean for defensive capabilities, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the latest updates on major geopolitical and military developments shaping the world. According to Iranian claims, the strike resulted in a direct and powerful impact on the Iron Dome battery, triggering a sequence of explosions that led to the complete destruction of the system. Iranian media reports described intense flashes followed by secondary detonations, suggesting that multiple components within the battery were affected. As per sources tracking the situation, Iron Dome batteries consist of several interconnected elements, including radar units, command systems, and interceptor launchers. Damage to any one of these components can compromise the system's effectiveness, but Iranian claims suggest that the strike impacted multiple elements simultaneously. According to Iranian statements, the attack was designed to ensure that the system could not be rapidly restored or reactivated. Reports describe extensive damage to launch units, with structures either heavily damaged or completely destroyed. As per sources analyzing industrial and military damage scenarios, the destruction of such equipment often involves not only visible structural loss, but also internal system failures, including electronics, communication links, and control mechanisms. Iranian claims further state that the strike involved the use of specialized missiles capable of bypassing or overwhelming defensive systems. These missiles, according to the claims, were able to evade interception and directly reach their target. As per sources monitoring defense performance, the reported inability of the system to intercept the incoming projectile has drawn particular attention. Iron Dome is specifically designed to detect and intercept incoming threats, and any successful penetration raises questions about the nature of the incoming weapon. According to Iranian media narratives, the missile used in the strike possessed characteristics that complicated interception, including speed, trajectory variation, or other technical features not publicly detailed. Some analysts, as referenced in regional discussions, have suggested that such missile capabilities could be linked to external technological support. In particular, there has been speculation among certain observers that advanced missile designs or components may have been influenced by or sourced from foreign partners, including China. These suggestions remain unconfirmed and are part of ongoing analysis rather than established fact, but they reflect the level of attention being directed at the technical aspects of the reported strike. As per sources observing the aftermath, the targeted area reportedly experienced significant fire and debris dispersion following the impact. Emergency response teams were deployed quickly to secure the location and assess the extent of the damage. According to sources monitoring response activity, the area around the destroyed battery was reportedly sealed off, with security forces establishing a perimeter while technical teams began initial evaluations. Iranian claims emphasize that the Iron Dome system at the targeted location is no longer operational, describing it as fully destroyed as a result of the strike. As per sources familiar with air defense infrastructure, replacing or repairing such systems can require considerable time and logistical coordination, particularly if multiple components have been affected simultaneously. Despite the reported destruction of this specific Iron Dome battery, other elements of Israel's air defense network remain intact. Systems operating in other locations, as well as additional layers of defense, are still in place, according to available information. This distinction has been highlighted by analysts to emphasize that while the incident is significant, it does not represent the collapse of the entire defense network. According to sources analyzing the broader implications, the loss of a single Iron Dome battery can still have localized effects, particularly in the area it was designated to protect. Such systems are typically deployed based on strategic calculations, meaning that their absence could temporarily alter defensive coverage in specific zones. Iranian claims have framed the strike as a demonstration of capability, emphasizing the ability to directly impact defensive infrastructure. As per sources monitoring regional reactions, the incident has prompted increased attention to the resilience and adaptability of air defense systems in the face of evolving threats. According to reports, military analysts are closely examining how the incoming missile may have bypassed interception. Factors under consideration include speed, flight path, potential countermeasures, and system response time. As per sources observing ongoing assessments, technical teams are expected to analyze debris and system remnants to better understand the sequence of events. Such analysis is critical for identifying vulnerabilities and improving future defensive responses. Iranian media descriptions have continued to highlight what they characterize as a successful and precise strike, focusing on the reported destruction of a high-value defensive asset. As per sources tracking information flow, the situation remains under active review, with authorities working to verify details and assess the full extent of the impact. According to the latest information available from sources monitoring the incident, no comprehensive official breakdown of damage has been publicly released, and investigations are ongoing. Emergency teams are continuing to operate in the affected area, addressing residual risks and supporting assessment efforts. The reported destruction has also led to increased security measures around other air defense installations, with authorities likely reviewing protective protocols and deployment strategies. As per sources analyzing strategic considerations, incidents involving the loss of defensive systems can influence planning and resource allocation. Even localized damage can lead to adjustments in positioning, reinforcement, and system upgrades. According to regional monitoring sources, the incident has drawn attention from governments and defense analysts worldwide, reflecting broader concerns about the evolving nature of missile and counter-missile technologies. The interaction between offensive and defensive systems continues to shape modern military dynamics. Iranian claims, particularly regarding the use of specialized missiles, have added a layer of complexity to the analysis. If such capabilities are confirmed or further detailed, they could influence how defense systems are designed and deployed in the future. As per sources observing the broader environment, the situation remains fluid, with new information expected as investigations continue and more data becomes available. The full scope of the damage and the precise mechanisms involved are still being examined. What remains evident from Iranian claims is that the strike has resulted in the destruction of a specific Iron Dome system, representing a notable development in the evolving landscape of defense and counter-defense capabilities. And as further details emerge, analysts, governments, and observers will continue to closely monitor how this incident shapes future strategies, technological developments, and security planning in the region. As per sources monitoring continued developments, attention has increasingly shifted toward the operational gap created by the reported destruction of the Iron Dome battery. The area previously covered by this system is now believed to be under heightened observation, with authorities likely reassessing defensive positioning and response strategies. According to sources analyzing defensive coverage, Iron Dome systems are typically deployed based on calculated threat patterns, meaning each battery plays a defined role within a broader protection grid. The sudden loss of one unit, as claimed, may require rapid adjustments to maintain coverage and reduce potential vulnerabilities in nearby zones. Iranian claims continue to emphasize that the destruction was not only physical but also strategic, suggesting that the strike was intended to test the limits of interception systems and expose weaknesses in real-time conditions. This narrative has been widely circulated across regional media platforms. As per sources observing military analysis, experts are now focusing on how defensive systems respond under unexpected or advanced threat scenarios. The reported failure to intercept the incoming missile has intensified discussions around reaction time, system saturation, and the ability to handle unconventional attack profiles. According to regional monitoring sources, the debris field and damage patterns are expected to provide critical insights into how the system was impacted. Technical teams are likely examining whether the destruction was caused by a single high-impact strike or compounded by secondary detonations within the system itself. Iranian media descriptions continue to portray the strike as a turning point in demonstrating the vulnerability of even advanced defensive systems under certain conditions. These claims highlight what they describe as a shift in the balance between offensive capabilities and interception technologies. As per sources following developments, additional precautionary measures are expected to remain in place around other Iron Dome batteries, with increased readiness levels and continuous monitoring of potential threats. Security protocols may also be adjusted based on the findings of ongoing assessments. According to analysts observing the broader situation, incidents involving the loss of key defensive assets often lead to accelerated upgrades and tactical changes. This may include repositioning systems, enhancing detection capabilities, or integrating additional layers of protection.